Hey guys, welcome back to the EasyLo channel. Yeah, today this Chevy Impala is a 2013 model with a 3.6 liter V6 in a new front brake pad and the rotor. Yeah, it's like I bought this as a use, and I checked the pad live. It's like almost like 20% left, and yeah, I don't know. It's unknown condition on the rotor, so I'm going to have to change it. So put the car on the jack stand. And then I loosen up all the knock nuts before I jack up the vehicle, so now I can remove all the knock nuts and take out the wheel. I start on the driver's side first. There's like a 13mm on the top, and another one on the bottom. Alright, the bottom one's spinning, so to grab like this part of the sliding pin when I try to loosen this 13mm bolt. Alright, let's try it. I find an adjustable wrench. Can try to loosen up. Alright, here's the bottom bolt. But some rust built up, maybe that's why it's so hard to take out. It's okay. Yeah, but use a wire wheel to clean it. Yeah, the top one's much cleaner. Those are easy to come out. Okay, so both are out. If I'm lucky enough, this thing should. Oh, and then also remove the protective boot for the what they call it, the bleeder screw. Because when I want to compress the piston on the caliper, I want to open up the bleeder screw so it can bleed out the brake fluid out from the bleeder screw, not flow it back to the ABS module. Yep, that's good. Well, the piston, everything look nice, no leaks. Yeah, so no leaks around the boot, so which is good. So get a piece of like a wire or coat hanger. Alright, so here's where I'm hanging the caliper, and then make sure the brake line have no tension on it. Yep, which is good. Yep, nothing crazy, no tension on it. So now I can loosen up here. One probably somewhere here. I think that one. It's a 15mm. Run it to like a wire brush to clean up all the thread before I do the installation. Alright, this bracket just came out. Nice. I want to make sure I put it right. Okay, so the indicator in the inner pad is on the top. The one for the outer pad is on the bottom. So yeah, right here. So I'm gonna keep this orientation. Yeah, that was pretty much done. You can see see the cracks. Yeah, and it's pretty thin, kind of thin, and I'm gonna change it since have unknown background, right? Time to remove the rotor. This is like a T30. I don't know what's this. A hat star. This is more like a star bit. Yeah, T30 star. Alright, make sure it's all the way in. Oh boy. I need to find something to jam the rotor. Cut it. Okay, not that bad. Same thing. I will pretty much run all the fastener I take out from the brake at the wire brush to the wire brush to clean up. Is that coming out now? All right, of course not. It's not coming out by hand. Maybe bang on it. Oh, that's easy. Okay, good. Time for some cleaning. All right, let's move to the bracket and the brake pad. Yikes. Yeah, that was just like, it's okay. We need to replace it anyway. All right, the old pad's out. Let's put it aside. Make sure I'm not putting the old one back. Okay, it's good. So now, take out the old brake hardware. If I know what I'm doing. Okay, both out. So clean it. Yep, make sure not like a rip out the boot. Yep, be careful. Or because saver, use a manual wire brush, should do the trick. It just takes a longer time. When done, clean some brake cleaner. Should be good. Okay. Alright, so I pull it out with the boot this time and then clean it on the pin and then push it back to the caliper bracket. Yeah, I should do that. Yep. Alright, let me redo another side. All the loops should go into the caliper bracket. Give it a little bit turn, and then make sure it's like it's on the slot. All right, so it's good. Yep, it's not coming out. So okay, it's good. So now I can install the hardware. So when I install the hardware, I usually put like a dab of lubrication on where the hardware meets the bracket, just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. Okay. Alright, that's it. Pushing in. Seems I sit flush here. And the sit flush here, which is good. Same thing here. This side. So now alright, let's install the rotor. So clean it up with some brake cleaner. Alright, make sure it's dry. Alright, put a little bit anti-seize on the hub. So next time it will not stuck on the in between the rotor and the hub. Here's the screw. Just need to make sure it's tight. That's good enough. And then we can install the bracket. Torque the bracket's bolt to like 130 foot-pound. God, that's a lot of torque. Oh, it's a lot of torque. Alright, it's good. Brake pad. So start from the inner pad, the outer pad. Alright. That's good. Alright, now I need to compress the piston. Before I do that, I need to clean up the caliper first. Yeah, be careful like when you're cleaning up the piston surface. You don't want to to rip off the boot. Alright, so that might be a 10 mil. It's a 10 mil. That's good. So loose it up. Up and then hook up to a 3/8 like an inner diameter tubing, and then with like a catch bottle. So now I can put like an old brake pad in, and then with a C-clamp. That's the setup. So one on top, one on the bottom. Yeah, so the lighting is getting dark here, so I want to make sure when I push it, I put like both of them like simultaneously. Yep, I make a mistake on the old brake pad. I should flip it over because I got the indicators on the way. You don't have to do this method. You can buy like those like a brake caliper push-in kit. Those are much better. Now it's just like almost like it's a head job kind of. That's what I got in my garage. I think it's bottom out, so I can tighten the screw on the back, the bleeder screw. Alright, it's not, and then we can check the tubing. Yeah, it's good. No bubble inside. So okay. So I don't think I need to bleed the system. We'll see. Once I'm driving, once I go test drive, it probably have something different, right? All right. Let's remove the hose clamp. Nope. Let's remove the C clamp. And the old pad. Get a towel ready and then pull the, make sure there's no leaks. It looks good. And then let's inspect the piston, make sure it's like sit all the way. Yeah, maybe not 100% like here. It flow a little bit, and then try to like push in gently. And then put some loop where like the caliper piston were touching the back of the brake pad, and some on this side, because like this side also touching the brake pad as well. Just a little bit. It's good. And now I can lower the wire or remove the wire, and then lower the caliper. Don't forget, put the like a dust cap back on, and then torque the caliper bolt to 26 foot-pound. And then like oh, here's one thing I find out. So this piece of the hardware need to be outside the caliper. Same thing on the bottom. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out why I cannot push the caliper back in. It keeps springing back. So I think that's the problem. Now it's good now. Alright, it's getting dark. I will put the wheel back on, lower the car, and do the passenger side tomorrow. It's next day. Pick up what I left on the. Now I'm doing the passenger side front brakes, pad, and the rotor. So pretty much the same step as the driver side. To block the hose with a plier, a needle nose plier with like a fuel line in the front. Need a valve. So once I compress the brake caliper piston, the fluid is coming out here to the catch can. Yeah, so it will not push the fluid back to the ABS module, or yeah, don't want to mess up that. That is pretty expensive. Towel on the bottom, now it's loose. Take it out. It's like hang the caliper at the spring. Okay. Yep. And then I got no tension on the brake hose, which is good. So it's 15 millimeter. I'm gonna, on the back, I'm gonna pop it with a power tool. It's good. Alright, now caliper out. And here's the bolt. Two of them. So I need to clean it with like a wire brush. Now remove the T30 screw right here, so I can remove the jam something and then turn it. The T30 screw out. Alright, there we go. It's good. I brush to clean up the rust as much as I can. Brake cleaner. Alright, good enough. So the next step I'm going to do is like compress the caliper. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to clean up a little bit here. Wire brush. But be careful, don't like just the metal surface, not the rubber boot. So take your time. Alright, off. Let's clean them all with some brake cleaner. just hook up like a 3/8 inner diameter tubing to the bleeder valve, and then with I hope you can see it, it's right here, the catch can. And then now bring up like oh nope, I need to use a needle nose plier to crimp the brake hole first. Like something like this. So when I compress, the fluid just should come out from the hose and back to catch jar, not back, not like I'll push it back to the ABS module. So now, yeah, get a piece of old brake pad and then position it. The first one is positioned. Now I'm going to add into the second one. So turn some on the bottom, turn some on the top, and then turn a little bit on the bottom again. Make sure both pistons like sit flush to the caliper housing. I think it's bottom out now. So I can grab the 10 mil and then lock the tighten the bleeder valve. Okay, so I can loose up the C clamps. Alright, now check, make sure the boot is not like push in evenly. It looks nice on the bottom, it looks nice on the top. Okay, so the piston is compressed, which is good. So I can loose up the hose clamp. It's good. And then remove the bleeder tubing. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's easy. Can I remove the hardware by hand? Wow, this is much easier. Nice. So next step, loop the pin. So what I learned from like the driver's side, I should, oop, is that zoom in? Is that focusing? I should pull the whole thing. Yep. Wow, this side's much easier to pull out. So the pin with the boot, and then clean the old grease. Put more on the shaft of the pin, and just like give a little turn. So, and then now check, make sure like the pin and the boot is like not separating. Yep, everything's good. Alright, so clean up the excess grease. Now go to another side. Oh, I think I put way too much. Alright, push all the way in. So make sure the boot and the bracket and the pins not separate. Right, now I can install the hardware. So I just put like a dab of like a brake grease where the hardware met. Should be something like this, and then just push it in. Same thing, a dab, a dab. Come on. Yep, it's in. It's good. So I ran the screw at the wire brush. It looked cleaner, like an anti-seats. Make sure it's not seized up there length side. Make sure snug. Yeah, that one you don't be like crazy tight. Let me snug. Go. The 15mm bolt. One at the top, one at the bottom. Put the outer pad back on, and then like seems there's no gap in between the pad and the rotor, so I think I push all the way in. So now the next step is like I can torque the bracket bolt to 133 foot-pound of torque. That's a lot of torque for a 15mm bolt. All right, let me grab a torque wrench. All right, now I can lower the caliper. Alright, so now I'll apply a little bit the caliper grease to like where the caliper piston touching the brake pad back in play. So put a little bit on the back here. I think that's it. Right in. Top pock's in. Bottom pock's good. So make sure that the hardware is outside the caliper. Yeah, same thing on the bottom. Hardware here. This silver piece is outside the caliper. Caliper bolt. Alright, now I can torque it down to 26 foot-pound. Alright. It's good. So we can put the wheel back on and then go inside and pump the brake. But before I do that, let me clean up the surface a little bit more. So some brake cleaner and a clean rack. Alright, that's it. So then just double check, make sure there's like no leaks, nothing crazy, no wet spots, especially like this bleeder valve. Yeah, let me go inside, press the brake to make sure there's nothing leaking out before I put the cap back on. Alright, nothing coming out and the floor is dry, so I think I tightened this screw already. Alright, so I can put the cap back on. Don't forget to put the tire back on and torque all the knock nut to 100 foot-pound of torque in a start pattern. For the vehicle. after load the vehicle, now I can torque all the knock nut to 100 foot-pound in a star pattern. Alright, I think that's it. Do the same thing on the other side. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Thank you for all the support. Alright, bye bye.